Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Max. We're here live at Max Ottawa's first Future of AI event. As you can see at the back, everyone is host panel discussion. Everyone is having networking session, and we'll be going to talk to speakers, attendees, and also volunteers to see what they feel about Max and tonight's event. Energy is great, so let's get to it and stay tuned.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the launch of MAX NCR, the future of AI. I'm here with our esteemed Quran reciter, Ahmed. Ahmed, tell me a little bit about how you found the event today.
I found the event really eye-opening, mashallah. I didn't expect it to be of magnitude. And it's my first time hearing about Max. When Iman reached out, I even sent her a message, like, what is this about? What's the theme? What's all of this? And I didn't expect it to be of this high level. And mashallah, the discussions were very insightful. The questions that were asked really opened my eye to a lot of different topics that I don't think I would have ever in my life would have gotten exposed to it if it wasn't for this event. It was very good. Allah reward you immensely for every single bit of effort that was put into it.
These are beautiful, kind words, and thank you so much for sharing them. I'm curious to know, for everyone out there, do you have anything that you would tell them with regards to future events and what they could expect when attending a Max event?
So for sure, especially coming from a fresh graduate perspective, where a lot of us are like lost and at crossroads when it comes to making a career decision that could ground you to a specific, I guess, work field for the remainder of your life. I think it's very, very good for a person of this age and of this career level to get exposed to professionals who come from very different backgrounds. MashaAllah, like the people that we had here, academics, people working in the public sector, people working in the private sector, and getting exposed to those people and getting to talk to them and getting to network with them. It's a huge opportunity. It's almost like a treasure for people of my age and people of my academic level to actually maybe figure out what could be the next step for them. Inshallah, with future events, I'll make sure, like, from now on, I'm hooked, inshallah. So next event, I'm going to be bothering you, inshallah.
And tell all your friends, all your friends, and share with everyone. And one last thing is, what was your favorite part about the evening tonight?
My favorite part, obviously, like, I cannot speak enough of the levels of organization and attention to detail that this was done in. But my favorite part would definitely be the selection of the panel, how they were selected and how the members were, mashallah, like, people who were actually experienced in what they were talking about and had immense insight into what the future for each of their little fields would look like. I really appreciated it. It was not at all. It actually covered a lot of different topics that are important. And like I told you, coming from someone who has a shallow level of understanding a lot of what AI and data technology has to offer, I found that with this specific selection of, mashallah, great scholars and learners, it was the perfect opportunity for me to learn from that and gain valuable experience.
Thank you so much, Ahmed, for those kind words. And for everyone out there, Ahmed has a beautiful voice with reciting Quran. So if you ever find him, make sure you tell him. Thank you guys so much for coming. And I hope you have a great evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to MAXCast. We are live here at Future of AI event in Ottawa. I'm here with Mojtaba. He is a VP of Engineering at Zapier. Mojtaba, so happy to, that you showed up to this event and you'll be one of the speakers at the event today. How are you? What are your thoughts about Max? Anything that you stands out about the organization that you have witnessed so far?
Yeah. Hey, I'm just honored to be here. And from what I understand, this is the first event in Ottawa. Yeah. So I'm excited to be part of that. It's always nice to be at the foundation level, at the start of something new. So that's a bit of an honor for me to help and be a part of that. I'm loving the organization, honestly. There's a lot of work I can see weeks and months before that went into it. So I always know that typically when people attend an event, they only see the final product, but there's so much that happens before. And I just like the professionalism of it. And even there's excellence behind the planning that kind of got us here. So I'm very impressed, and I know it's the first step, so it's only going to get better from here.
With your support, many more in Ottawa as the first, as you have said. In terms of what we stand for is achieving excellence, and that's the problem that we're trying to solve in Canada is we want Muslims to achieve excellence in whatever field they're in and contribute to Canadian economy in any ways they can. In your humble experience and your career trajectory so far, what are the tips and tricks you can tell the young professionals to achieve excellence in whatever field they walk in life?
That's a tough one, but I'll give it a shot. So I'll come back to the tips and tricks if I have any. But the mental model I have of excellence comes from actually an Islamic saying from what I recall, which is at one level, if there's plentiful wealth and goodness, at that time to be grateful, that's very good. If there are difficulty and there are challenges, to be patient, that's also another level of good. But excellence comes when there are difficulty and challenges, and at that time you are grateful as well, not just in times of wealth. So that's like how I think about it. Now, that's very aspirational. It's very difficult for all of us to practice. I can think of two things help me try to aspire to be there. One is role models. So hearing about folks that have done that, have reached that level of excellence where, not only through challenges they've been grateful, but through wealth, through challenges, everything, they've kept that gratitude and centeredness around. So seeing others do it, it's one thing to know about it's possible. It's another to see it's possible. And then the other, I know that it's perseverance and patience, because to aspire to for any height to get to, it's not a day, it's not a week, it's not a month, it's not a year. It takes sometimes decades to get to somewhere and to get to that level of excellence, whether it's in sports, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, it's society. I know that true excellence typically takes almost a lifetime of practice. And so no one can achieve excellence on their first day, week, month, year. It's typically several decades into it.
Amazing. I think you have wrapped up nicely Sabr and Shukr, the two bridges, the two things that you have to take care of in life to whatever you're doing. Stay persistent, and if times are hard, Sabr. If times are good, be thankful to Almighty that you are in this stage. Last question. We are at future of AI. AI is hot topic. People are worried the job's gonna be taken, or I don't know, some crazy things gonna happen. Someone who is in the game at Zapier, you see this day in and day out, all these stuff's happening under your watch. What is your take on number one AI, and number two, how can we equip ourselves for the future?
You'll hear it in a panel talk as well. Our approach at Zapier and my approach is really at the end of the day, it's that the humans are at the center. So AI, or whatever it is, here to serve us to get to the goals that we need. But then also we're the ones responsible, we're the ones accountable. And so to frame it in terms of there's AI, yes, there are changes, there's transformation happening, there are a lot of fears, there are a lot of hopes. But at the end of the day, if we center that on the humans involved, I think we've got a way forward to make sure that what we do eventually benefits humans, benefits our fellow humans as we do this, and look like almost taking the focus away from AI in of itself into who's it for and who's it going to impact, and focus on that impact, which comes back to our fellow humans.
That's amazing. We have to focus on the purpose rather than all the hype that's going around. Any technology come in place, and there's a lot of hype, but you have said it. Thank you so much, Mojtaba. We'd love to hear more thoughts when you're on the panel. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And hopefully see you in the future Max event.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
So, welcome back to MAXCast. We're here live at Future of AI event in Ottawa. I'm here with Jahanzaib Ansari, the CEO of Knockri. How are you doing, Jahanzaib?
I'm doing fantastic, and thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you. You always support Max events so many times. You have shown time and time again. Now here at the capital. So I have two questions for you. We'll keep it simple. First is, what we do, Muslims achieving excellence. Any tip or tricks that you can give to working professionals and in our community? How can they achieve excellence in their field?
I think the number one skills that I would say is resiliency and tenacity, is to never give up. I'd say that is such a critical piece. And then also pay it forward, because a lot of folks that actually help you throughout your journey, they've made quite an impression. And it's the same thing with me, is any opportunity that I get to help somebody else, I do that. And I think as part of a Muslim community, instead of having a scarcity mindset, how we should be operating.
Perfect. And in terms of, we can't skip AI, is the AI event, Future of AI. As someone who is running one of the most successful companies here in Canada, what are your thoughts on AI? How are you seeing the future of AI, and how do you think it's going to impact our Canadian society overall?
Yeah, no, I think that's a very fantastic question, of course. And there has been quite a lot of wide adoption from a lot of enterprises now. And so we've seen basic AI technology And now we have seen a lot of the large language models. And what we're going to see is agentic solutions now. And so imagine you just speak to your watch and you say, hey, Sarah, have you screened all the applicants? And so you have an AI colleague now who's going in and who's executing all the functions for you.
It's crazy. The future is going to be, I don't know, we can't even imagine now, but I'll let Jahanzaib go. He has a event to be a panel and speaker here at the event. So thank you so much, Jahanzaib, for your time. We'll look forward to having you again on the MAXCast, inshallah, soon. But for now, enjoy the event. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Welcome back to MAXCast. We're here live at Future of AI event in the capital, Ottawa. I'm here with Dr. Rafiq. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. A little bit hot in the suit, but I'm handling it well. In terms of, thank you for showing up to the event. How are you feeling about Max? How is the energy? How is the people treating you here at the event today?
Excellent, really. I'm having a great time. My first Max event. Everything is going smoothly as far as I can tell.
MashaAllah. No, I thank you once again for showing up. It's very helpful for people like you to show up and guide our community and help them achieve excellence. In a topic of excellence, I wanted to ask you any tips and tricks you can give to working professionals and other people in our community that can help them achieve excellence in whatever they do in life.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of what happens in life is a combination of your own personal effort and hard work, as well as a whole bunch of luck and whatever God has in mind for you. So in terms of the opportunities that come your way, I think the key advice would be to keep an open eye out and to look for the opportunities that come your way and to be able to seize those opportunities and to prepare yourself as well to be able to seize any opportunities that come your way.
Keep your eyes open and just work hard, that kind of stuff. Last question. We are here at the Future of AI event, and no better person than you to ask about the AI and how do you see the future of AI and any impact in our community from your point of view.
Yeah, so I think, as I mentioned just before, you got to keep an eye out for opportunities. And I think AI is one such opportunity. I think with the advent of AI currently, there are tremendous opportunities and possibilities for doing things and achieving professional success. But this is also a time of great volatility as well. I think there's certainly a time where if we can try and leverage this technology in our day-to-day use to the best of our ability, both responsibly and reliably, then hopefully that this can drive us to our own personal successes.
Perfect. I think the best way to put it is use AI to achieve excellence. Help yourself supercharge leveraging the AI technology, whatever thing you use, and implement it in your day-to-day life. Thank you so much, Dr. Rafiq. We will see you on the panel. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts and anything you will share with our audience today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to MAXCast. We are live here at MAX NCR event in Ottawa, here with the moderator of tonight's show, Marc. Anthony, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing excellent. I'm really happy to be here. And the fact that it's the launch event makes it that much more special.
Amazing. So you had a beautiful talk, a long discussion with the speakers, with the panelists, and there were some great names on the roster tonight, from Jahanzaib Ansari to Mojtaba from Zapier, VP of Engineering, and many great other speakers. In your opinion, what did you learn? What is the takeaway for you from tonight's event?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And I think I really got the pleasure of not only presenting on the panel tonight, but getting to know these folks through the dry runs, the preparation, and really hearing the stories. I reflect back on some of the stories that even Jahanzaib was sharing on the panel, and he has a story for everything. And I think it's a testament to his experience, his ability to really draw on his personal values and in his role and relate that back to AI. I think it's an amazing thing what was done here tonight. And I think our panel represented that perfect mix of public sector, private sector, industry, academia. And I love this kind of thing because it's all about sharing and collaborating. I really appreciate being a part of it and really happy to be a part of the panel.
No, thank you for your time. And in terms of, this is the first event in Ottawa. As you can see, people are networking and great stuff is going on. From Marc's perspective, how is the energy tonight? What is the message that you can give to future attendees that they should come out to Max event in Ottawa? Anything you'd like to say to them?
Yeah, the energy here is electric. You can probably hear the buzz in the room unless it's a really high-tech microphone, maybe not, but it's an amazing event. I think the participants here were all interested, engaged, really loved the discussion. So I would urge anybody, even non-Muslims like myself, to to attend these events because I think there's some really great things happening here.
Yeah, we are Muslim, non-Muslim. Main focus is Canadian, so that we want us to achieve excellence in this our great country and society. So anyone is welcome to join our events. In terms of the topic of tonight, AI is just a buzzword. You type in AI on your LinkedIn, you get like millions of impression and all that great stuff. In your opinion, how are you seeing the future, and how are you seeing AI benefiting or vice versa to our society here in Canada?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to the benefits to the public as well as in the private sector. I think right now we're at this critical point in Canada where we're starting to take a look at other countries and other organizations in the world and starting to really say, hey, we're falling behind. We need to really step up and start experimenting, piloting with AI a lot more often and get away from this cautious culture of risk first and AI second. I think we really need to start embracing these tools. And I think what I'm seeing in the market lately, there's a lot of energy around this approach. And I think we're really going to start making some great strides in Canada. So really looking forward to building on the momentum here tonight and ensuring that others hear the messages that were shared.
Thank you, Marc, for your time here at the MAX NCR event. Thank you once again, and I hope we will see you in future events as well.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to MAXCast. We're live at Max Ottawa's first Future of AI event, and we are here with one of the attendees, Omar. How are you doing, Omar?
Good. Alhamdulillah. I'm doing really well.
How are you liking the energy tonight at the first launch event at Max Ottawa in the capital?
Yeah, absolutely. It's stunning. It's awesome that you guys pulled together such great individuals, great professionals in Ottawa. It's nice to see. I'm in the public sector, but we see a lot of executives in the public sector that are coming out and they're Muslim, but we don't see that from a private sector lens. So it's really nice to see some CEOs of companies that are starting out, that are using their influence, that are Muslim in identity, but also exploring the excellence that is behind their industry and actually getting into AI and educating us in this realm. And the growing population of Ottawa just shows this. You can see behind me, like how many amazing Muslims are here and that we can learn from one another and develop these organizations.
Amazing. And speaking of AI, it's a Future of AI event. What is your one big takeaway from all the great panel speakers that showed up today?
Absolutely. I think collaboration and communication was huge. I feel like there's a lot that we can learn from one another. There's a lot of opinions that we have on AI. Some are hopeful, some are looking at it from a optimistic lens, some are looking at it from a pessimistic lens. And I think we need to take all those opinions into account when we're developing solutions and developing change throughout our industries and throughout AI in general. When we're looking at ethics, when we're looking at difference of opinions, when it comes to politics, when we're looking at difference of opinion when it comes to religion, these aspects, we can learn from one another. And difference of opinion is welcome in these elements. So that's where this collaboration and communication is also important, because one person may have an opinion on AI, another person has a different opinion, and we need to talk to each other, I think, for that.
It's amazing talking to each other, especially for a community like Max. Your first event. What is the one thing you can tell future attendees to come in? Did it give you any benefit attending the event? If it did, what is the biggest benefit that others can also show up to these events and gain from as a Muslim professional who is seeking to achieve excellence?
Absolutely. Yeah. We actually run our own local organization in Ottawa called the Muslim Young Professionals of Ottawa, which started in its humble roots of 2022. And to see an organization like with a lot of clout, with a lot of street cred, with national presence is really nice to see, because you can really see where these organizations that start off at grassroots level can become something bigger nationally, not just locally. So I feel like this is a really good space to do that. And that there's just more collaboration between these organizations and just more growing opportunity as we go.
Perfect. Thank you, Omar, so much. And hopefully we'll see you in more events.
Absolutely.
For Max.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to MAXCast. Here we are at Max Ottawa's launch event, Future of AI. I'm here with two of the attendees, Nabila and Yasmina. How are you guys doing today?
Very good, thank you. Very good.
Amazing. So I love the energy here. I know a lot of people are networking at the back. And thank you. You two took some time out to give us a few words from your thoughts on the event. First question, how are you feeling tonight after attending the first ever, I think that's your Max event in Ottawa?
Yeah, it's my first ever Max event in Ottawa, and I think the event was so well planned and structured. Loved the panel tonight. So much energy, such great ideas. I'm really glad I could come out.
How about you, Yasmin?
The panel discussion was really interesting. I work in the public service and I found it really interesting to have panelists that come both from the public and the private sector to show us how AI is leveraged in different sectors.
Amazing. And speaking of AI, we are here, future of AI. It's a big topic. Everyone talks about AI. In your both of you guys' humble experience, what is the takeaway tonight after listening to all the speakers that you learned?
Big topic, lots of conversation. I think my biggest takeaway is AI is a tool, very powerful, but it is a tool. And as we've seen on the panel today, people are hopeful, a little bit of fear, but mostly hope. And I think I'd like to take that away. Use AI with a little bit of curiosity, but also a little bit of caution.
What about you, Yasmina? What are your thoughts on it?
Totally support what Nabila said. One of the comments, panelist, Dr. Shima Khan, that I found really interesting was when she talked about the intentions behind using AI and how important they're going to be in the future.
Amazing. So intent and importance of AI, knowing basically you should know it's a tool. Don't hype it up too much. Just use it for the right causes. Amazing. So last thing, in terms of the future, Max is the first event in Ottawa. Many more, inshallah, to come. What can you tell future attendees? Why should they attend these events?
I think MAX is filling a really important space here in Ottawa, where it's bringing professionals that are mid to senior level and bringing them here, allowing us to gain access to their thoughts and get inspired by them. So I'm very happy you could enter the space and allow us to gain information from these amazing people. And if you need a space to come in and have conversation about all of those, check out the Muslim Young Professionals of Ottawa at MIPO Ottawa. And inshallah, we're so happy that we can get here, work with you, and inshallah, looking forward to many collaborations.
As Nabila said, check out Muslim Professional of Ottawa. I think you'll find great resources there, and also Max. But yeah, Yasmina, what about you? What are your thoughts on this?
It's the first time I attend a conference on AI, and 20 people who are reluctant to attending, I'd say come because not only you're gonna gain so much knowledge, but also you're gonna meet new people.
100%. Great. So meeting new people and Ottawa, and although I messed it up, okay, we'll do that. So thank you for your time, and we'll catch more attendees.